people came into this new dispensation with mindsets of the old one. People have come into here with questions about, there's self-interest, there's vested interest, there are all kinds of stuff that's going to be at play here. And I think the most important thing, and the point I'm trying to make to you, is that we're on a long-term trajectory. This constitution is not something you can just uproot again and change. This is something that's here to stay. In the short term, it looks messy. And so I really want to believe that we're heading in the right direction. But like I said before, there's a thin line. Because of the massive good that could come out of this, there's also massive risk of things going wrong. And one of the things that certainly could go wrong is if we don't, in this turbulent process of trying to find our space in this devolved government, in this whole new era, we could become unraveled as a nation. And that is something that is a real fear, it's a real possibility, which I pray and hope does not happen. My answer is yes. No, they're not going away.
Right.
We have to deal with those issues. Those are societal issues. We have issues of ethnicity, we have issues of corruption, which is in our DNA. And it really hurts this country, and it has hurt this country, as it has many countries that have not been able to deal with the issues of corruption. As you put in the new constitution, all you're doing is creating a new framework in which to deal with a lot of issues. How we want to dialogue with each other, how we want to bring in leaders, how we want to correct our leadership, how we want to share resources. So in that, old mindsets certainly is where we begin. Is there space in our minds, in our intellect, in our thinking to recognize that we are still one country? Or has this constitution and this devolution actually split us permanently into our ethnic enclaves? That to me is something that we need to address as a country. Yeah.
Wow.
Politics in Kenya has always been an ethnic issue. People form coalitions or people vote according to ethnic lines. That's a given, and it's something which is a pretty standard, and some people try to put their heads in the sand and try to wish it away. It is just how we are wired right now. We haven't found a way yet to look at ourselves as Kenyans first, and until we find a reason to do so, I'm afraid that we will continue to think it this way. We'll say one thing and continue to do the other thing. Having said that, your question was, do our current leaders have an opportunity, or do they have the possibility of bringing about change in this respect? I think they have an opportunity. I really do. I think they came in a controversial election, an election that was challenged, that split the country down the middle. And if you look at it, it split the country along ethnic lines, which means there's half of the country that felt that they should not be in power. Now, they have an opportunity, 4 more years, to reach across in a very deliberate, in a very systematic and genuine way to ensure that the country sees them as their leaders. Not that half of the country is just waiting for the next election to get them out. Because then you have a situation where we have a seesaw. You know, you're in, we have all the spoils, and next time you push us out, we have all the spoils. And we never get a chance to balance things and become one nation. Yes, they do have an opportunity, and I really hope and pray that they're going to make it, to go out of their way to make sure that this happens.